Hey YouTube, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe. And honey, let me say it one more time. I said honey dip. Baby. Like I said, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay? If y'all don't motherfucking know already. We in the motherfucking dark room. So, let me say it one more. We in the motherfucking dark room. We in the motherfucking dark room. And let me motherfucking tell you something. Yeah. I'm about to talk my shit, son. You know, when I get on my shit, sometimes when I'm in that motherfucking dark room, I start thinking extra. I start seeing extra shit, when I'm in the dark room. You never know what the fuck I'm gonna say out of my mouth when I'm in the motherfucking dark room. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I was, I was outside today. Let me tell y'all something. Let me motherfucking tell y'all something. When I woke up today, right, I knew, let me say it one more time. I knew it was going to be a different type of motherfucking day, B. Let me tell y'all something. I told y'all. I'm going to tell y'all now in your face that I told y'all so. Let me tell y'all something. This is why I say I'm big motherfucking brother. And when I tell y'all I'm everywhere, sometimes I am. A lot of the times I'm fucking am. But sometimes I don't need to be in every motherfucking chat to know what the fuck is fitting to go down. Today was one of those fucking days, B, on YouTube that it went the fuck down. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody is not meant to be in the motherfucking game, B. We gotta have somebody cheering somebody the fuck on. Go such and such. Go. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all who the fuck we talking about here. Let me actually tell y'all exactly who the fuck I'm talking about so y'all can know what type of time I'm fucking on. Because once I tell y'all some of the breakdown of this bullshit, I already told y'all a couple of weeks. I knew this was coming. I knew that this was coming. Sometimes when you are watching something on the outskirts of the shit, you be like, yeah, that's fitting to happen. I'm not trying to be funny, but I didn't need no motherfucking tarot cards to peep what the fuck was fitting to happen. Like I said, YouTube is a fucking sport. And at the end of the motherfucking day, B, a lot of these celebrities is not made and built for this fucking arena. And when everybody was going live, I'm at the motherfucking supermarket because we in motherfucking quarantine and I gotta feed my motherfucking family. So with that being said, I knew I was missing a lot of shit on YouTube. But not too motherfucking much. Not too much. Now, I missed the on-site show. And I'm not even talking about the show from tonight. I'm talking about the show that everybody else is talking about. I feel like I missed out on some shit. I hope everybody put it where it needs to be. I caught a little bit of Millie's live today. And it was going down in there. I thought I was in motherfucking Baghdad. Like I always do. It's nothing. I like that shit. I like that shit. I like the drama of it all. If you are gonna be on YouTube, let me fucking tell you something. You bet to be able to talk that talk and stand 10 toes down and anything that you fucking do and you fucking say, because you never know when somebody gonna come back and fuck you up and bring that shit right back and throw it in your face. Boom, whole lot. We've been throwing shit in each other. Well, y'all been throwing shit all around YouTube for fucking almost Mm, like a year now. I can almost say it's the year, because y'all acting like y'all don't know what the fuck is going on. This back and forth shit, now that Wiley is part of the YouTube community, it's been a lot of back and forth shit going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying, oh, Mob Radio is taking up for the whole Wiley and that brand and all this and all that. But let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all something. If I was working with On Site, and remember when Armon challenged Millie without saying her name? See, a lot of people forget that. I did a video on that. When he was going subbing crazy, because, you know, yeah, I don't do the subbing. I call names like, oh, I'm not going to give that one clout. Nigga. Nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Then we got the whole thing of everybody want to know what fucking Millie numbers is looking like. See, this is the fucking problem. This is why y'all really scared. Let me tell y'all why y'all scared. Y'all don't know what them numbers look like. So y'all rather see and get a glimpse of what her fucking subscriber account look like, so y'all can know what type of motherfucking monster y'all going up against. But let me just say this. In a battle, if you that motherfucker and you feel like you got it like that, I don't need to know what the fuck my enemy got the fuck over there. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know what her subscriber account look like. I don't need to know how much money is going in her Cash App. Yeah, because it's definitely not going on YouTube, and y'all worrying about why she's not motherfucking monetized. Y'all not getting it. All those pretty colors that come up on your motherfucking dashboard when you doing a live and everybody super chatting they way to the front. That's cute. That's real cute. But we can still do that on the Cash App, and we ain't got to share our money with nobody. That was the smartest thing Millie ever did. Because at one point, I wanted to go and be monetized, and I'm striving to be monetized. That really wasn't the goal for me, like to be monetized. You know, I wanted to be monetized. Now I just want the subs. I just want the subs now. Fuck being monetized. Reason being is because YouTube take whatever they want to take out your shit and give you the rest. Shit. The government been doing that all my motherfucking life. Work hard, play hard, and then income tax time come. Oh, you made too much. You in a different tax bracket. They talking all that money talking. All that shit don't sound good because it sound like I'm losing motherfucking money out my motherfucking pocket. So if I don't want to share my money with YouTube, I don't have to. You don't have to be monetized. But for y'all that want to know what her numbers is looking like, that's because y'all a little bit scared of that monster over there. I'm calling it what I call it how I see it. Y'all a little bit, like I said, y'all a little bit scared of that monster over there. Y'all a little bit scared. Because if y'all wasn't, y'all wouldn't be worrying about what the fuck Millie over there doing. Everybody keep bringing up her subscriber account. Everybody keep talking about, oh, what her numbers look like. What her subs look like, why she keep hiding her shit, and this and this and that and the third. She hide it because guess what? That's not the motherfucking part that matters. The part that matters when she go fucking live and it's a K on her shit damn near every fucking live. And I'm talking about in the chat. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the chat. They say, oh, why she sit on YouTube so long? X, Y, and Z. YouTube is a free platform where you can sit on there as long as you want and do whatever it is you need to motherfucking do. So if she feel like talking to her motherfucking community that fucking long, 4 or 5 hours, she talks to them. Well, I be in there, so I know what it is. She talks to them that long, and like I said, she has the content to do it. She's not just sitting there talking out the side of her fucking neck. So I don't be mad in Millie's chats, never, because I ain't gonna even hold you. I clean up to her shit. I cook dinner to her shit. It's right up my motherfucking alley. So I don't know why the fuck everybody, y'all worrying about the wrong fucking shit. Y'all see a contender over there. Y'all see something over there. So it's like, oh, it's fucking with y'all. What she got going on over there? Why is her shows like so, she gonna come up, she bring that fucking bitch right over here. That's how y'all feeling over there. Now, the whole thing with Wiley. Wiley goes live. And I knew Wiley's live was going to be lit. I knew Wiley's live was going to be where I needed to get what tea from what. Pepper Room called into Wiley's live. Let me tell y'all something. Millie has built a community over there in Mob Radio. And now she has another channel, which is Militopia. Now, they came out like a fucking community. They came out swinging. Okay? She didn't have to fucking go live. She didn't have to say shit. She came out, her community spoke for her in volumes. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what I can say is, people was trying to go hard for Marn, but they was only going hard in the chat. I didn't hear not one person really call in and go hard for Marn the way 4 people is on the line going hard for Millie. No, I didn't hear that. I did not hear that. And if you are in this arena and you know all the fucking key players, you know what the fuck is fitting to happen before it was fitting to happen. So once Wiley went live and it was lit, I said, oh, okay. And then somebody said, well, Lamar said he's getting ready to go live and he got an exclusive interview with Richard Lomax. I said, ooh, an exclusive? Richard Lomax work on site over there. Let me give y'all the rundown of who the fuck Richard Lomax is. Richard Lomax works with On Site, right? Richard Lomax is the same guy who called in, I believe it was the Armon Wiggins show, because I remember that phone call. And he was saying, Remy this and Remy that. He was talking bad about Remy. I remember this. He was talking real bad about her. But then he started, working on site. All right, that was cute. But today he was on Armon Wiggins' show. And he was making all types of allegations, the F word, flying everywhere. And I don't mean fuck. Ra Ali called him some names. And she's saying that Richard did the same. So like I said, people were saying, they was trying to give their little breakdowns. Subbies was calling into the Wiley show. Wiley had a great show tonight. Wiley had a great show tonight. I believe everybody was on their fucking A game and they came to motherfucking play today. And this is the type of fucking shit that I was talking about. I was saying at first, maybe Millie and Armon should call each other platforms and X, Y, and Z. Fucking Wiley. Maybe they both should come on my platform. You know that Wiley is something fucking else, B. I'm not mad that he jumped out the window and said that shit, though. Wiley know that he need them numbers. He not fucking playing. Maybe they should come on. That's what he said. Maybe y'all both should call in and come on my platform and figure this thing out. Wiley is a motherfucker. But let me tell y'all something. Everybody had a great show today. Everybody. And I'm talking about Wiley had a great show. From what I heard from Mob Radio, I heard Mob Radio was fucking lit today. You know, from the tail end. But like I said, she never disappoints. And Armon Wiggins had a great show today. That interview with Richard Lomax, bananas. People didn't realize, see, Richard and Armon have a little bit of a relationship that goes years back, because when Armon first started doing whatever he's doing now, Richard was one of the first ones he interviewed. So people didn't really know that backstory unless you know Armon and you've been riding with him since day one. You know that story. I remember he talked about that before, how he interviewed him, and you know what I'm saying? Armon has a lot of connections to certain shit that people didn't know. Now, what I'm saying is, people didn't know he was connected to Richard to even get this motherfucking interview. Because in Wiley's chat, people were saying, oh no, he probably just lying. He ain't got no interview. Richard ain't calling up there. And let me tell y'all motherfucking something. Richard called up there. We gonna go through everything tonight. It's gonna be a breakdown. But I'm not gonna even front, Millie. I need your video. I need to hear the video from today. I need to hear today's live. I need you to unblock that, sis, so I can see what's really good, B. I feel like I missed out on something, but I ain't miss out on it all. So let's go from being that I did miss out on Millie's live, and being that it's private, I can't go over it the way I'm about to go over Wiley's and Armon's. You know, I like to do a full breakdown, even if I have to go in another video and say, well, no, but this happened, X, Y, and Z. I like to do a full breakdown to let y'all know where I'm coming from with it. Because some people get confused. Some people is not in it like everybody else. A lot of people is new to YouTube. Like I said, this quarantine, let me just tell y'all something about this motherfucking quarantine, baby. Okay? It's my motherfucking birthday weekend. Okay? It's my birthday weekend. And I am stuck. Well, I'm not motherfucking stuck, because I'm still making my bread, B. You never gonna stick my mother. A real queen don't get stuck. We make a plan and we roll fuck over it, or we roll around that bitch. And I'm deciding, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm deciding to go over and around COVID. Fuck that. I got to be safe with my clients. That's a fact. But I'd be damned if y'all tell me I need to sit the fuck home and get some motherfucking check that ain't gonna pay my motherfucking bills. Shit. Gonna have me stuck. Fuck the government. You can't even tell me about the COVID, but you can tell me I need to stay the fuck home because of the COVID. Did you come the fuck over here? You got to be out your rabbit ass mind. You gonna tell me how to get no fucking money. But We gonna go, yeah, cause they this COVID shit and everybody staying home and all this shit. This shit is whack, B. But on the flip side, this is the platform you want to be on when shit hit the fan. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like, if you people not even watching TV no more. This is how much YouTube has become a fucking contender. Okay? YouTube has arrived. YouTube been here. Okay? But now that we on this quarantine, and I notice everybody want to come on YouTube and talk they shit, B. They really can't though. If you're not built for it fucking tough, if you're not built for it tough, get the fuck out of here, B. Because you can't do it. You gotta have tough skin. If you think you gotta have tough skin on the Instagram or on the Twitters or on the Facebook, well, get all that motherfucking tough skin, get your mama's skin, get your auntie's skin, go over there, dig up your grandmother, go get her skin. Yeah, because you got to have tough skin to be on YouTube. It's not a game. So, like I said, let's go into Wiley's chat first and hear what him and some of the calling people had to say. I want to go through some of the comments because, see, let me tell y'all something. The comment section be fire. Like some shows, like if I'm running around cleaning and listening and I'm in the chat, sometimes I'm kind of mad that I'm not in the chat and I'm cleaning, because that's when you got to pick and choose. Like, listen, I'm going to type some shit in. Fuck that. But then sometimes you can just sit in the background of some people's chats like I do and just fucking listen to what's going on. And today, instead of being all up in Wiley's chat comments, and yeah, I made a couple of comments here and there, but I wanted to just take in what people were saying on the phone. I just wanted to hear what I needed to hear. I didn't need to see the chat and hear the show at the same time. I just wanted to, because I knew the chat was going to be disrespectful. I knew the chat was going to be fucking lit. And I knew the chat was going to be going the fuck off. And I knew it was going to be people in the chat, other YouTube content creators, want to know what the fuck is going on. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go into Wiley's.
So she is confirming this situation, okay? Now, we do have actually updated news for Tasha K. Speaking about Tasha K, I will bring up her tweet. She just made an announcement. This is breaking news. In the interview, Ahmad Wiggins made some allegations that Ra Ali has hired, according to the Ahmad Wiggins show, he alleged that Ra Ali have hired a private investigator to investigate Tasha K. Ahmad Wiggins said, quote, that he had from a reliable source that Ra Ali has hired a private investigator to do that, and that's at that time for WAC. Okay, to hire a private investigator to investigate Tasha K. And Ahmad Wiggins was saying, according to his sources, the reason why Tasha K has not responded to Riley because she have found out that she have a private investigator. Okay. In all fairness, I definitely will have to do this in all fairness to bring this person's name up because she was in a chat and she was a big blogger. Daytime Tea Time was into the chat. All right, we're moving right along. She was definitely in the chat. Also, Ahmad Wiggins alleges that Riley is setting up attacks against Cardi B. And he said he know that's in the source. We're saying to Ahmad Wiggins that they know that Cardi B weaknesses. And Tasha K, he's definitely saying that sources closest to the camp to Tasha K, they're saying that Tasha K should be worried because Riley got a private investigator. Ahmad Wiggins alleges that Nicki Minaj, okay, follow me, that Nicki Minaj and Riley is cool, but they're not really friends. So he also alleges that Big Nut is Riley. Of course, that's somebody was saying that. I guess that is something that Richard will call Riley. Now we get into the F word. This is something that is really, really powerful that we will talk about it. My Wiggins is understands that it is not good for a woman to call a gay man the F word. But this is the what and then he said the fish thing don't add up to the F word. But of course, Ahmad Wiggins is a gay man, and he's speaking from a male perspective. Of course, I have talked to some women. They have said that calling me the fish word is derogatory towards my body, and that's not okay. And why is it that we uplifting the F word, when it counts for saying that, but we don't want to cancel men for calling, particularly gay men, for calling us fish, okay? And I stand, let me put my so let me put my point of view. I think that if you are opening up the door to call a woman fish, and you open up the door to call the woman the B word, I personally believe that it is okay for a woman to call you the F word. If you call her the fish word, if you call her the B word, that's crossing the line as well. And that's where I stand on, because I feel like I don't see it's a problem if a woman want to call you that. When I was in fact going back and forth with my mother, calling her all type of B words because I was mad and angry and everything like that, she in return called me the F word. So I can't necessarily say that she's homophobic when I yet was calling her the B word. And my mother said, quote, because I wrote it down, she said, the reason why I called you the F word because you called me the B word and you took me there. And she said, I'm not homophobic. Why is it that I can't call you that and you can call me the B word? So just going back to what my mother said, I believe that a lot of women believe that if you call me B, fish, I can come back and call you FAGG, boom, boom, boom. Some women do believe that. And if we are upset that women are calling gay men, if you gay, then don't call no woman the B word. Don't call no woman the F word. Don't use them type of situations at all. Okay? If you want some type of sympathy. Now, I'm going to give me some comments because I can spill my own tea. Because when you provoke a woman and call her the B word, and you can call her everything in the book, like
Let me just say this. We had that conversation already about the fish word. When Nick at Night opened the conversation up. See this, and people don't want to give credit where credit is due neither. When that fish word came up, I gotta hand it to Nick at Night. She opened the conversation up so we can start talking about this topic. People want to say, oh no, she took the wrong. I'm like, no, she didn't. She just wanted to talk about the word. It was nothing towards Madison. We talked about that a couple of videos ago. And here we are with this fish word again. So I gotta give props where props is due. Nick at Night did her fucking thing with this fish word. I ain't gonna even hold you, because until she had the conversation, nobody was even thinking about the word. And I gave my views on the word in my video, and I'm gonna say it again. If anybody call me fish, I'm smacking the shit out of them. That's a fact. Nigga, what? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be tough. None of that shit. I'm just telling you what it is. If you call me fish, I'm smacking you. And that word that people call some gay men, it's fucked up too. It is what it is. It goes both ways. Both of those F words is off limits for everybody. For everybody. Not just, oh, because when I'm over here with my people, that's when we call y'all real females fish. Okay. You keep that shit over there in your corner. But if it so happens to slip out in my direction out loud, we're going to have a fucking problem. That's it.
To my own mother, then she have a right to call you the F word, because you're acting like one. Because why would you use that B word, which is a B word in my humble opinion? You can fact check me. I thought a B is a female dog. Unless that's a dog with 4 legs, why are you calling a woman the B word? Okay, last time I checked. Now, she asked Melly, have she ever come out of her pocket for transportation and for planes? And she said the only time, this is Melly from my radio, the only time that she pay for food is when she don't like the food. And my radio, Melly said no, she never asked Riley for money. And Riley said that she sent her money anyway. So it is in there. And Millie is agreeing, my radio is agreeing with that. Again, neither side have posted receipts. So my producers are emailing to try to get some type of documentation of the airplane tickets and stuff like that. So we are working with that. But until they respond to that, that will be fine. So now they're speaking about the Ahmad Wiggins. Millie and Riley is speaking on that as well. So we listen to it. Okay. Okay. Whew, this is messy. Because I believe in Bob's Get a Rod. I still believe it doesn't deserve this. So, and of course, I just think, like me personally, if you're going to do commentary, I think Ahmad Wiggins should have said my radio's name. Don't be calling her intern.
Right.
Because she just said she got money. And then my radio says she don't want the money. So if she don't want it, why are you going to talk about she don't? It's her choice. Okay? Wiley, what is the emoji for Team Wiley? Have you your mind figured out? Our emojis is it? Okay? So we will open up the phone lines, and they're definitely having a conversation. And she says she will send the money. She sent the money. The Riley said, quote, she sent money via Cash App to my radio. And she said she'll text her and let her know, do you got it? Now, Millie said that she hate this situation like this. And she said she hated that this is displaying on a public platform.
Right.
She said she don't like that.
Right. This is fucking messy. It really is. It's messy as fuck. If they would have just called in each other's platforms, that would have been a better show than what we have right now. Now this is where everybody's business is being told. This is where it's getting extra messy. With an extra messy on the side.
Wow. Okay. Okay, here we go. And Richard said this is the Richard Court. So I'm seeing Richard in the comments. Give me a second. Okay, I'm trying to we can try to pull the audio back up so I can definitely hear it in my ear. Okay, there we go. It's back up. All right. So let's go to the phone line to anybody like that so you all can hear me. So if any callers, you can definitely do that. Okay. And Riley said, when you get your show, Millie, you will have a contract. She said that Riley said that you want to have everything together. She wanted to make it. Richard said, quote, on-site is not a job, it's a hobby because you and the rest of the writers are not being paid properly. You were too scared to demand it. So, of course, I'm definitely screenshotting some comments and stuff like that. Okay, and now Riley said that Richard never ever seen her contract. Okay, and she said she never discussed. Riley said I never discussed her contract. She said she put it on her dead baby with Richard. She said she never done that. Never in her life she would never do that. That's a quote. Okay. She says she have a great, amazing contract with Station Head. All right. This is straight from Ra Ali. Let's go to the phone lines on the Wiley Show. Okay. 3939. I mean, yeah, 3939. You're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. This is Passionate Bliss. I'm actually a new follower of yours and a new subscriber. I do appreciate your work that you've done. But I feel like, as far as this issue goes, with Raw and Richard, I feel like it's just an issue where a friendship had some blurred lines. They didn't have clear boundaries.
Nope.
Like, Richard should have said to her, hey, don't ever call me that word. I hate it with a passion. And it seemed like they never had that conversation. Because and I feel like if he's calling her the B word, or he's calling her fish, then she got the right to call him the F word, even though he don't like it, But to me, that boundary was never set.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're not in the group, then you can't use the word. If you're not a female, then you can't call me a bitch. If you're not black, then you can't call me a nigga. If you're not gay, then you can't call me the F word. If you're not in that group, you can't use that term. And so they should have had that boundary set. And I feel like Richard is not handling it the right way. He should say, hey, friends, we've been for 5 years, but that's what I'm not going to tolerate what you just did. That's what people do, grown-ups do. They say, hey, friends, don't call me that. And I feel like once Richard feels is not hurt, and when he calls calm down, I feel like he's going to regret that he did this. And I feel like the friendship could have been salvaged because he could have stopped her in her tracks and said, no, boo-boo, we're not doing that. That's not what we're doing. Because I have done that myself because I don't like to be called the B word. And I have stopped people, friends, say, no, you don't call me that. No, people don't call me that. You don't call me that. And so I have done that. But the thing is that I feel like, a 5-year friend.
This call is all the way on point, though. She's all the way on point. All the way.
And they get along so good. Their energy on site was so freaking hilarious. And it was so good, And I feel like he's going to regret this once it's all done, And I feel like, he's going to want his friend back. And she's going to want him back. And she, I have been that friend where I have gone too far and did too much, And, sometimes I'm sorry.
Let me just say this. Now, this is what I don't agree with what the caller just said. I don't feel like Richard and Ra Ali's friendship was all that. Reason being because every time I would see a clip from their show, he would be like, to me, he would be like going in on her a little bit. To me. Like, to me, sometimes it looked like he would cross that line and she would give him that look like, of course, then she got to play it off. But to me, it always seemed like he used to come at her a little bit extra. But that's just me. Let's go back to the show.
We have not known each other for 5 years. She said that was a lie.
Oh.
I just want to fact. That's what she said. She said they have not been known each other. She didn't give you that amount. She said was not been no 5 years. She said he over-exaggerated the time that they known each other. And this is something where I think the hypocrisy with Ahmad Wiggins. Here you are, so I can't be friends with Wiley because we fell out, he went on to talk. I don't deal with the uppity ops. Well, what is Richard?
Right.
So he fell out with Riley, what did he do?
Right.
He unblocked you and you did it anyway.
Right.
So don't you try to tell me, like I tell you, people gonna do what they got to do and they gonna do interviews and stuff like that. So don't try to tell me you stand with a good integrity. The first thing that he did was unblock you to do an interview.
It's a fact.
And when he fell out with Ra Ali, now he want to spill some tea. Ain't that the oppity ops?
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't that when you just preaching that you don't rock with people that deal with the oppity op? You liar! Sit down somewhere, you foolish person. You
crazy shit is, if you, let me just say this, that shit is so on point, it's crazy. Cause he's not lying. Armon just said he don't fuck with people that fuck with the oppity ops and this and this and that. Now look at you. Richard did an interview with Armon already, and they just fell out. Him and Rod just fell out. You just quit your job. He's saying he quit. You already doing a fucking a fucking interview with Armon Wiggins? Something ain't fucking right. Something's not right. Something's crazy. It's a little, something smells, something not good in the water, man.
Food, you said that, and you got a person up there that's doing something that you accuse Wiley of doing, and you uplifted. You looking like a fool. Well, she used the F word with no receipts. Sat down somewhere. You see how you done got exposed? Somebody you don't deal with the oppity ops. And you got somebody that's up there, as soon as he found out with Riley, now he want to interview with you. Sat down somewhere.
That's going to follow Richard, too. That's going to follow Richard, because anybody that work with him in the future, they're going to know, oh, as soon as this dude gets pissed off with me, he's going to go and spill all the
Come on, somebody.
Right.
And ain't he supposed to be a celebrity, a celebrity makeup artist? So soon as you fall out with a celebrity, you dragging her, spilling tea. What would make you, if you stop dealing with a celebrity that you're doing makeup for, if we fall out, you gonna spill some tea on that person? A lot of people gonna.
Now, like I just said, he fell out with Remy and went over there. I am choking off of water over here. Y'all have to see it go down. It's fucking hilarious. But anyway, Richard did the same thing to Remy. Now he's doing the same thing to Riley. Y'all can't see what the fuck is going on? He's doing the same thing with Riley. Crazy thing is, y'all peep game. Didn't I just tell y'all he did the same thing to Remy on the Mars platform too? He did the same fucking thing. He went and aired that out on a Mars platform. Now he's going back to a Mars platform and airing out Ra. Y'all don't see the teams. Y'all don't see where they don't linked up long time ago. Y'all don't see that part. Y'all can't be serious. I got to point that shit out to y'all. Y'all couldn't see that? It was right there in front of you. How you not see it? They already been teamed up. They picked a side. It's the all boys club over there. Every time Richard drops some shit about somebody that he used to fuck with, he goes to the Armon Wiggins show. Y'all better get into it. I'm just telling y'all what it is.
They gonna feel some type of way to try to work with you. You know what I'm saying? If you so solidified, and this is why I know you're not a good business person, because why would you do that and try to burn that bridge when you already in the industry? Amen. So these mistakes that I would expect an amateur, someone like myself that are not in the industry, do that. I can understand that, okay, but you are in the industry already, and here you are spilling tea about a woman and saying that this black woman is homophobic with no receipt to back it up. So with that, I think that's problematic. And Armon Wiggins, let me go to my page. I'm sorry, I have my notes. Shout out to my notebook. He said that Armon Wiggins said, well, a lot of y'all don't know Richard Romack, that he is a celebrity makeup artist. And he said, do you want to name the celebrity that you work with, one of your celebrity clients? Richard said, no, I don't want to mention that. But the thing about it is, what will stop people from inboxing that celebrity client about you going against Ra Ali? that put that celebrity client in mess. Talk back to me in this chat.
Right.
Don't that put that person in mess that you working with, you in the industry? Would it shock them if they were to get a DM or email from the Wiley Show for an interview? To see how can you allow somebody to do your makeup, clarify and say all this stuff? Can I get a comment? Would I be wrong as a reporter to send a DM or have my team of producers to get a statement? Would I be wrong as a reporter? You opening up that door.
Yeah.
And then the type of question I would ask that celebrity client, do you joke around with Richard saying the F word? Just like he was joking around with Riley saying the F word and the lesbian word. So would I be wrong as a reporter to ask those questions?
Yeah, and no. And the thing is that, even if somebody was to come back and say, hey, whoever the celebrity is, Richard told me this about you. That celebrity is probably going to be tempted to believe them because you already got the reputation of spilling the beans on the people that you work with. So that is going to hurt him professionally. I understand that he's mad and he's upset and he want to, expose things, but that is going to hurt him professionally. I think for multiple reasons he's going to regret doing what he did. And I feel like,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and unfortunately,
let me just say this. Since we trying to keep the same motherfucking energy, B. When he was doing it to Remy, y'all thought that shit was funny. Y'all entertained that shit. I remember when he did that shit. Y'all thought that shit was funny. When he aired out Remy and talked about her and how she was talking about other rappers and all that shit. Yeah. Y'all thought that was funny. Oh, but now he's doing it to Ra. And nobody's laughing. No, not nobody. Oh, now it's not funny no more. He did it already. He showed you the type of person that he was from jump. He told you what type of loyalty he had from jump. He used to do Remy's makeup. Y'all not seeing what the fuck I see. Y'all better stop fucking playing with me, B. He showed y'all who the fuck he was. But y'all just, you thought that was, oh, he doing that to Remy. Remy ain't shit, ... Let me tell y'all fucking something. Remy's fucking lit, B. Not just because she's from the fucking Bronx, B. But Remy's fucking lit. But when he did that to Remy, y'all thought it was a joke. Y'all took it as entertainment. Y'all sucking it up. But now that he's doing it to Ra, we gotta have a different type of motherfucking energy? Nope. I was mad when he did it to Remy, and I'm still mad when he did it to Ra. I'm gonna keep the same type of energy, because I seen for what it was when he did it to Remy. Now he's doing it again. On the same platform. You gotta be a fucking jackass if you don't see what the fuck is going on.
That's why it's so important to have an NDA when you're working with people in that type of business. You know what I'm saying? When you're working on some of that type of magnitude, I never thought that I have NDAs drawn up that I can have somebody to sign if I were to work with it. I never thought that they had to be, but I get it. I understand it because of this type of situation. Because he's saying these strong allegations that can possibly try to stop a bag when you calling somebody homophobic. When you're saying that this woman called me the F word, you already know those are like words that can stop. People have lost bags and lost opportunity for the F word. Kevin Hart had lost his position of hosting the Oscars because he refused to the gay community for you saying some words about, some stuff he said in his stand-up comedy.
Come on, Wiley.
Possibly stop
Wiley is on his way. Y'all not peeping game.
Right person filtered.
Wiley is on his way.
Is applied. But what I'm saying is, if Richard is a celebrity stylist or a celebrity makeup, or he could be a celebrity liar, like somebody said in the chat, it just possibly can mess him up in the industry. Because I think he's upset, and about what she did. Maybe she didn't give him what he wanted and he's out publicly, but whatever the case may be, you already in the industry. You already there. Why don't you, in my humble opinion, you broke up with Wiley, you're no longer friends with Wiley, you already have the fans. Why don't you just talk about other stuff other than the drama? Because once this drama is gone, what else are you going to talk about? Are you going to be able to keep the attention of the people? After this drama has passed and we're no longer talking about that, what are you going to definitely talk about when all of this stuff is over? Can you hold an audience by yourself with all of this type of situation when it's over? And do you know that people will reach out to these celebrities that you work with to get their side of the story? Because yet you running around doing an interview with Armon Wiggins and he have an alternative motive to be anti-Ra-Ali, to, you know what I'm saying, to defend and uplift Cardi B, you know.
But I tell you what, Wiley, I believe in giving the devil his due. And Armon did a good interview.
He did an incredible. He did an incredible interview. And I want to tell people over here, I never will ever say that it was a bad interview. It was a great interview for the Armon Wiggins show. He did his job. He brought his A game. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't slurring over his words. He didn't do any backflips. He didn't do any cartwheels. You know what I'm saying? He really stayed on topic. He asked some very great questions about how much money that Richard had to pay. He asked him a question about out-of-pocket costs. Richard said he had to pay $50 for Uber, $50 to and from. Then he had to pay money to park his car. I believe that's what he said in there. So he had asked some incredible questions, and it was a very. But the interview, it had an alternative motive. It was an interview to be anti-Mod Radio because Mod Radio fans are so dedicated to her. It is a movement, and so that's what he's trying to do because you know her fans apply pressure, and he know that her fans apply pressure. That's why he turns the comments off members only because they are strong. It's like it's the army.
Hello.
And then once he did that, then he eventually opened up the lines, opened up the chat for everybody.
Yeah, he definitely took advantage of the situation.
Absolutely.
And he definitely, you know, had his angle that he wanted to come from. But he got the good questions and he got the good answers out of Richard. So that I give him credit for. But yeah, he definitely took advantage of it, you know.
Yeah. So thank
everybody. He wanted to
thank you. I'm gonna move on to these next. We got my next callers on the chat. So I'm definitely gonna bring.
All right, bye. Thanks for having me. Bye.
All right, bye. We definitely gonna bring some more callers on, and you all can give y'all opinion. Okay, Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, this is the Icon.
Go ahead.
So I just want to say the interview was okay. I don't want you guys to give him too much props because he did not provide any receipt. I was waiting for something.
Oh yeah, no receipts were provided. No receipts.
I mean, in the beginning when I was watching it, it seemed like he had the receipt. He was looking at stuff and he was okay. I'm going to put this one in my purse for later. So, like, why you didn't show something? You know, everyone on YouTube is expecting you to show some type of receipt so we won't have this issue.
Right.
Where was at least one receipt? Where was the text message? Because he said he got a text message after he picked up the phone, and that text message came right when the phone got disconnected.
She's right.
So I don't know what's going on, but I also want to let him know you can receive cash apps and you can receive PayPal. Or what he said, Cash App, and what was the other form of payment you guys get?
Super Chats.
Cash App and Super Chat. You guys are 1099, okay? You guys are independent contractors. You guys are self-employed. Either one is good, so don't pick one over the other like the other one is crap.
Money is money, right.
Okay? Yeah, you can use both of those to file your taxes. You can use both of those when you're trying to get something. What he needs to do is, if you're going to send...
Now, both callers was on point. All the callers that called into everybody's shows tonight had some motherfucking sense. Nobody was talking out the side of their neck. Everybody was speaking fucking facts. Everybody was speaking facts. But you know whose show I want to get into now? Let's go ahead and get into the Armon Wiggins show. and see what he didn't have the facts on.
The co-host for On Site, Ra Ali's On Site, and he recently started his own show, One Station Head. So we want to go ahead and support Richard Lomax and things like that, and go to his show and support him and all of those things. He will be on here later in the program, and we'll get into some things. But I want to get into some things with this Ra Ali, Tasha K, Cardi B. It's a lot going on. Tasha, I hope you're listening, because, girl, you got to get ready. Now, it's been a lot going on the on-site camp, and they've been wanting a lot of publicity. So, listen, now we're going to give it to you. But I've got some exclusive information. I was on a phone call earlier today, just running my mouth, gibbering and jabbering, and then getting some tea. And we'll get into some more tea with Richard later. However, I was trying to really understand what was the tea with, Ra Ali, Tasha K, Nicki Minaj. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all about that. Oh, I got that tea too. What tea do you want first? All right, let me tell you the first tea first. So, this is nothing that we didn't already know. So, apparently, Ra Ali sets up attacks for Cardi B, like almost attack traps. Now, this is what exclusive information that I got from an exclusive source on the inside, okay? That will set up attacks against Cardi B, because she knows that Cardi B, that's one of Cardi's weaknesses, and Cardi B will fall into those traps. So, classic troll. And you know what? I understand it. I feel like she's doing it because she wants to get the views and the clicks for On Site, which makes sense. Whenever I come against Ra and On Site, my only problem with that was the fact that it felt like she wouldn't say that her highest views come from Cardi B. And then so many Cardi B haters and people that don't like Cardi B would make it like Cardi B is tripping, when in all actuality, these are calculated, thought out plans to derive a reaction from Cardi B just to gain popularity on your social media. And so I think I would respect a person more if they just said that. I don't think anybody is surprised by that information. I certainly wasn't. I knew that to be true. I just didn't know that it was a thought out plan. And I got to see that she actually, the knot thing, her plan was it's pretty much to ride that knot out to as long as she could. The whole Harper's Bazaar thing. Yes, girl. So these are, like we all thought, these are calculated plans. These are calculated plans for clicks and views, and to get reactions out of Cardi, because once she gets the reaction, then people travel over to On Site. So, Riley, you're trash for that, girl. You're really, 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 really trash for that. And you're more so trash not for doing it, because as a blogger, you do what you do. You find your favorite celebrity, and you ride them. However, you just don't like Cardi B, so just say it, and also say that she makes you money, and that you're not paying anybody either. I got a lot of tea that she doesn't pay anybody, nobody. The only person that gets paid is Riley, and she does the least amount of work, but she does not pay anybody. This is apparently what I've been told. Okay, so she calculates these attacks on Cardi B because she knows that Cardi B will fall for the trap. And Cardi, you got to stop falling for these traps, okay? She strategically plans them. Like, it's almost like, all right, so this is we're going to say this, and then we're going to say that, and then boom, she reacts and then hopes that Cardi reacts. And a lot of times Cardi B reacts to it, and it works. And that was how they were building On Site. And two, there's some tea about Tasha K. Now, a lot of people were wondering, like, why isn't Ra responding to Tasha K? Why isn't Ra responding to Tasha K? So apparently, now this is all allegedly. Everything I'm saying tonight is allegedly. Tasha K, listen closely. So apparently, Ra Ali has hired, and I've got this from a very, very, very close source, a private investigator to do hired a private investigator to do a full-on background check on Tasha K so then she could go and air it out. So that's why she hasn't responded. And if you know what like we know, then you know Tasha K and Ra Ali don't even really get along. But she had never responded. Well, girl, sources close to the camp are saying that bitch, it was just a matter of time because Tasha had it coming because Ra had paid a whole investigator to watch and do a background checks on Tasha K. That's some investigative work. And she was going to expose and air Tasha K out. So be careful, Tasha K. Check everything. Check all your surroundings, girl. I know you know how to do that. I mean, shit, y'all probably hired the same person. Because you be doing background checks and stuff on people anyway. But not for nothing. You know, Tasha K is trash to me too. But at the same time, let's just be honest. There's not much about Tasha K that we don't know, okay? So there's a lot of this stuff out there, and her criminal record and background, that's all plastered in the news. So I don't really think that Tasha K is really frightened by your background check. So good luck with that, and I'll be here for whatever you find out. Now, oh, and you know what? Oh, I don't know if I should really get into that. I'm gonna keep that piece of tea for myself. Put that in my purse. But I will give you this tea. This tea, I was like, well, I'm not gonna give you this because this is some good tea, girl. I could probably use this myself. But no, there's another piece of tea here with the Nicki Minaj situation. Okay. So apparently, Ra and Nicki are not cool. They okay, but they're cordial. It's more of a situation where um, they got cool, everything, you know, they were cool, they fell out. Then they got back cool, but it was never the same. So now things are more like transactional. Do you know this information? Okay, cool, I got this. But it's not chummy girlfriend stuff. They don't hate each other, they're not enemies, but it's very much so high and by. Now, I'm not getting into the details why or why not, but understand, like I said, they're not BFFs, but we knew that as well, okay? So, you can stop faking like you cool, Riley. However, she's going to do that because the Barbs support her. She has that Barb fan base, okay? So I think that's a lot of the reason why that is what it is. And I think that she realized whatever happened, I don't know exactly what happened, but whatever had transpired, I really think that she feels bad about it and she just wants to maintain the piece of information. Remember, we've heard a couple of things. We've heard that she was trying to get TV shows and things like that, and we've also heard that she was going around New York being messy and telling all of Nicki Minaj's business. And we've also heard that I think I was listening to Richard Lomax the other day, and we also heard that, you know, Ra has discussed him amongst people in their circle. So that's a lot of tea. Now, I'm going to see if we can get Richard Lomax on the line because I do want to talk about his video, but I don't want to talk about it without him here. So I just wanted to give you that little piece of information that I had kind of slipped through my hands. Now we can get into the real tea, and let's see if we can get Richard on the line. Okay, so Richard, the number is 563-999-3658. Okay, now he's supposed to be coming on and getting into some things, so we will see. Just give me a second, okay? Just give me a second, and then let me see. You know, this is not the first time that Richard has been here. Let me see.
Told y'all. It's not the first time he's been there.
I'm waiting on you. So while we wait on Richard, hopefully he comes. While we wait on Richard, hold on. Oh, here we are. Okay, Rich, hold on. Without further ado.
Oh, you had me muted?
Yes, Richard Lomax! Yes, hello? Hello, Richard. Hello. I heard you. Can you hear me? Oh, hold on. Richard Lomax. Can you hear me? Oh, here you go. Hello, Richard. Okay, so, well, let's first start by saying you know that I've always loved and adored you. And before we even get into the nooks and crannies of all this, this is not even a messy situation. A lot of people don't know that you were one of my first interviews on
Hello.
YouTube.
Yes.
So I've always had a lot of love and respect for you. Um,
I've
so
always loved and respected your channel, so I didn't mind doing that interview at all.
Yes, and I'm glad to actually have you back here. However, we did run through a bumpy road over the last couple of weeks, Richard.
We did. I had to block you for my loyalty to the people that you have been attacking on this platform. I mean, some of the things I agree with, but some things I didn't. But that has nothing to do with it, because a lot of times I'll agree and disagree. But the reason I had to go, because I was trying to be loyal to Miss Thang over there on the other side of the channel, and to Big Neck. I was trying to be loyal to her too.
And so one thing I wanted you always to know, though, is that, and I respect your loyalty, because a lot of people don't understand loyalty, and I get that, and that's why I even sent you a text, because people were like, what's going on with Richard? What's going on with Richard? And I'm gonna be honest with you, and up until I got you on the phone, it was almost like, chow. You know, I didn't know if this was real or fake. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people didn't know, but then I had listened to it.
I'm sorry. I have to stop it because it's irking my fucking nerve. How dare Armon say he respects Richard's loyalty and he's about to air out Ra? How do you respect his loyalty, but you don't respect when Wiley did it to you? Didn't we just speak about that in the other video? He felt like Wiley kept outing him on social media, so he couldn't be Wiley's friend no more. But Richard is doing that to Ra right now. And you respect Richard, but you don't respect Wiley? Get the fuck out of here.
And I seen what's going on, and I text you, because even with you being blocking me and us being on separate sides, at the end of the day, like I told you privately, you and I are gay brothers in a sense. Okay, we are connected in that. And when it gets down to the F word, sometimes there becomes a division between gay men, women, and it doesn't matter what woman hates who or who likes what, and whatever. You know, when it comes down to respect, you will really start to see who feels what, who sides with who, and where the alliances really stand. So it didn't really matter, because I knew at the end of the day, like I always wanted you to understand, that me going after on site, contrary to what anybody else would say, that had nothing to do with you, or had nothing to do with anybody else that thinks that they are affiliated, because they're literally nothing. You get what I'm saying? But it was on site. It was Ra Ali. There was not. I'm going after the boss. I'm going after the ones that's getting paid. I'm going after the ones in the blogs. I'm not talking about free interns.
Now see, this is the shit that be getting Armon in trouble. Because you see how he just subbed Millie? He'll backtrack tomorrow and then say he wasn't subbing her. This is what gets you in trouble, Armon, though. Because you are always subbing Millie, and you think she's so stupid that she don't fucking know. I don't understand it. This is the shit that gets you fucked up, B.
Okay? I'm talking about, Cardi B. I'm talking about when it gets to, using a person for clicks and views. That's what we're talking about. So it had nothing to do with you because I liked you. And everybody else that was there, they're non-motherfucking factors. They're just casualties. They're nothing, literally nothing. But so I'm glad that you finally got to that place. Now that I have you on the phone, Richard, let's just talk about, is this real? Is this the publicity stunt? Like, did you really quit?
Yes, but before we get into that aspect of it, I guess just to clear up the reason why I unblocked you.
Okay, go ahead.
Because for one, I didn't have my own personal beef or issues with you. It was just that I was trying to be loyal to those who you're coming for. However, I unblocked you is because those same people that I thought had my back allowed their channel to drag me with these different allegations of me being this type of person and doing this for this reason and not defending me after we had conversation. So you allowed that to happen. You didn't clear up the truth without taking a side. You allowed people to drag me. And that is fine. So now I'm going to have my own back since nobody else has it. Fuck Rob. And I'm
That's a motherfucking fact.
A different channel because I don't think I should have said that word.
No, that's fine.
Am I allowed to do that?
No more. But no, you heard what he said. Okay, you heard what he said. Hey, listen, Richard. Anything else you want to go ahead and say? We got 2,000 people watching. Go ahead and say what you need to say and address whoever you need to address.
Loyalty works both ways. My experience with you, not you, but with Rob, is my experience with Rob. So I'm included in that experience. So if I decide to tell my truth and my story about what transpired, then I'm going to do that. You will never get any outside information that does not involve me. That's not my concern. However, I got my own back, and I'm going to have it going forward. I'm tired of relying and putting my trust and my friendship in these people that don't have great relationships to begin with. You know, This is not her first fallout. This is not her first fallout with friends. But this is her last one with me because I've forgiven her and made up with her several times throughout the duration of 5 years of friendship. And I am finished. You will never disrespect me again. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, how anybody feels. I don't. I could give less than an F how anybody feels.
And I think that's very important. And I think outside of the hoopla, and I think outside of the laughing and the kiki and the shit, I think people need to understand the magnitude of what you felt. And I think that it's not fair that some people expect you to either not have said anything or they are really downplaying it with a, well, what if, or why is, or but we can't say, or why can you say, and this is contradictory. None of that is important. I was working with someone who was my friend, and we'll get into some things. We won't go all the way there, but you were thoroughly disrespected beyond the line.
Absolutely.
And so
I was just on the phone with.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just on the phone with a friend prior, a good friend, a good sister of mine, and she and I argue here and there. She has not once disrespected me in that way, and I don't disrespect her in that way. When it comes down to the level of disrespect, Ryan and I go back and forth playing with each other.
Okay, hold on. Okay, before we get into it, because a lot of people may not know what happened. What did she say? What happened? Just what did she? Why are you pissed?
When I hung up from arguing with her, but about something that somebody else did, which everybody gets the blame in that group, I guess. Somebody else did some shit on their lives, and I guess I got the wrath of it. I had nothing to do with it. So I got disrespected. When I hung
Okay,
up
hold on. Can you get into anything that they said on the live? What happened on the live? You don't have to. I'm just asking. Can you speak on that?
I can, but that's just no here nor there because we don't want to bring too much attention to other people that are irrelevant at this moment.
Okay.
The situation happened where they did something they wasn't supposed to do, but they weren't aware of it.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there on the phone with this person.
Millie. What did you do? Because they don't want to say your name, but 2 and 2 is 4 in my world. So I already know what type of time they on. So what did you do in your live that that Riley may have not liked it and then took it out on Richard?
Trying to understand what the problem was so that I could go back and fix it. And then I get a call 7 times from Ross. And on the 7th call, I was like, girl, let me call you back real quick because this child is annoying me. I answer, I call her back and I say, yes. Mm-hmm. Right then and there, she starts to lose her mind. And I'm like, well, who are you talking? I'm talking to you. And it continues. So by that time, I started screaming to the top of my lungs. And I realized, I'm like, what are you doing, fool? I hung up the phone. And as soon as I hung up the phone, I get a text message. I guess it was supposed to be the message that was supposed to come in when I wasn't answering because it came straight in. It said, answer the MSN phone. You MFing FAGGOT. So it's confusing because I can't curse.
Yes.
ASSBITCH.
Yes. She called you a ass fat. Okay, I just beeped it out. So, but she called you a BAFAGGOT. Yes. Okay. Wow. In all caps.
And then, in all caps, and then the rest of the remainder was stay out of my MFing business.
Stay out of. Okay. So. Okay. So she felt like you were in her business, or she felt like you were being messy, contributing to a messy live. And so basically, I'm trying to figure out what made her that angry with you to call you a mother effing FAGGOT, and you guys are friends and colleagues. Why would she go that far, do you think? Huh?
Because the friends that I have don't call me names like that, even in the heated, most disrespectful arguments where we're talking about each other's parents and whatever. It's just the level of respect that certain things you just don't say. I'm not talking about her ovaries. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing any of that.
You didn't, because you would have been wrong if you would have went back and said something about her child or something like that.
There are people that come to her in the comments, and I'm sitting there looking at them like, are you talking about her deceased child? Mm-hmm. That's something that I wouldn't do. Mm-hmm. But to me, on a different level, you call me something that I have dealt with from grade school to adulthood. I am finally comfortable in my 30s.
Now, you see how he threw that out there real quick? If y'all didn't fucking catch it, I'm here to help you. He said, I be looking at her like, you talking about that girl dead child? God bless the baby, but who y'all think he talking about? I got an answer for you, because I'm not going to let you go through the bullshit. He's talking about Remy. We don't know Nicki Minaj to have a miscarriage. We don't know that. But we know of Remy having one because back then they were friends, and that was on Love and Hip Hop. So you can thank me in the comments that I just helped you out with that.
I should have been in my 20s.
And I think that's important. Because I feel like a lot of women will say, well, gay boys can call each other that, or you call us fish. And I was seeing different people say, so why is it a problem for Rod to call you that? Because they say that you guys joke like that, and they've heard you've allowed other people to say to talk like that to you. Now, what do you say to those people that say that, listen, Richard, that's how y'all talk to each other. You call her a big bad. You say she's no neck and, no hair. And now all of a sudden you feel some type of way about her calling you a FAG. Now you're a contradiction. How do you feel about that? What do you think about that?
Well, where is the contradiction? If we're talking and we're shooting game, we're talking SHIT to each other, then that's what we're doing. However, you allowed me to call you big bag, big neck. The conversation we had was keep doing that. Like, that's good for promotion. That's fine. Keep talking about me. I don't care. Like that's how our friendship is. It is. However, I don't, there's a level, and she knows that because she's done that before. And I informed her because she was drunk. She's like, if you don't get your little essay, chill. I was like, Rock, in a laughing manner. I was like, girl, don't say that. Don't play with me, girl, saying that. However, this time, it was meant with the intent to hurt. It was meant to pinch you. It was meant for you to feel that. She was angry, but she was directing her anger at the wrong person.
Yeah,
But she does that a lot. I'm not the only person that she disrespects.
Okay.
I'm just the only person that don't tolerate.
So when we get into well, I want to stay on you for a second in this word, and then we can get into the disrespect, because I want people to understand the impact that this word has on us. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of them don't understand. And I think you made a very good point on your show that, hey, listen, you don't know what it's like being in elementary or middle school and walking past some boys and they calling you the F word and you're being insulted for no reason. There's no way that the F word could be in any term of endearment coming from a heterosexual community. And as loosely as she was ready to say it all, the reason why I personally feel like the line is drawn in the sand with her, because people are probably thinking, you're messy, you're going to sit with Armon, you're doing this, you're speaking out. Absolutely not. If I have any female friends, and I've had some, or females that I work with, if you called me the F word, it's over. Because to me, you can just I don't deal with a lot of females on a daily day basis because of this. You are literally the prime example of why. Because when things get rough and you get mad, they will go and they start calling you the F word. Not all, but there's quite a few that really, they don't really like you. They don't really accept you like that. Okay? It's all good when you're doing the hair, the makeup, the nails. You talking about who fine and who not, who's straight and who not. But in all reality, girl, they don't want you to be cool with their man. Their man can't think that you cool. They can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't be too fly or whatever, like, because then it's gonna be like, you like that faggot boy, like, what you doing? Like, why are you cool with, like, it's a problem. And I feel like all of that, when she called you that, she expressed that she was one. In that moment, this is when fish will become derogatory. That at that moment, she became messy, sloppy fish. When she called you that.
So my thing is, her assistant is who I love. I love her. Her assistant is white. So they're cool as hell, tight as hell, right? By any means, does she walk up and say, we're real cool. What's up, my nigga? Is she not allowed to say that to a black woman and she's white? But they're cool as hell. Is Ra allowed to call me FAG? What's the difference? They're
it's
both
not.
She didn't mean it like that. She was cool. You let her slide with everything else. Why she can't slide with that word? What's the difference? When she and I are playing and we're going back and forth, we are literally going back and forth. We are both insulting each other in a laughing manner. And it is allowed because we agreed that was going to happen. We agreed that I can speak to her like that, and she was okay with it. And I agreed that she could speak to me like that, and I'm okay with it. I've never agreed, and I expressed to her that word is never acceptable for any reason, especially since I'm around. So she could be calling a straight man a FAG. That is not acceptable because I'm around. That word holds volume. Just like the word BITCH. To some, they don't like to be called that. If you don't like to be called a BITCH, then therefore don't use that word with other people. So if you don't like it, I'll apologize and I'll say, well, I didn't know. That I offended you by calling you that, and I deeply apologize and won't use it again. But with the word BITCH, there's so many different levels to that word that could be taken good or bad. However, with the word FAG, I don't know too many people who use that word for a good term of endearment.
It's not a good term of endearment, and we don't even use that as a term of endearment, because when we're trying to be messy or when we're reading, we will go there and see, and this is another piece, because I was listening to different lives and hearing people talk about it, and this is what kind of frustrated me, and this is one of the main reasons why I wanted you on here, and then we'll get into some more things. But at the same time, I want to get into the fact that when we start talking about the FAG comment, and then I hear people saying, well, why is it a problem for, they start bringing the black woman topic when it has nothing to do with that? Why is it a problem for this person, this group to say this, and we get called that, or this person gets, or this group gets called that? Listen, it's not about you at this moment. Understand that someone called me a derogatory name, and I was offended by it. Why does it have to be a tit for tat? This is not about you. This is about the fact that the F word, we all know, is a bad word. And then, but I watch people try to bring in the word fish and this. Well, if you can say fish, well, half of y'all didn't even know what the hell fish was until 2 months ago. No. We've been saying that for years.
And they weren't supposed to know, because that's the conversation we have amongst each other.
Right. And then, well,
just like trade. Just like trade.
And that's just like straight men being upset that we talk about trade. Trade don't mean nothing bad. But let's be very clear. And I don't want to get into a fish topic because we're going to move on. But I want to let this be very clear, because somebody made this clear to me. Fish has a double meaning. The F word doesn't have a double meaning. Fish has a double meaning because a lot of women feel some type of way about that word. And fine, you can have that. And yes, it can be used as a derogatory word. Yes, and that's fine. But at the same time, there's times that I've used it prior to all of this, and I could just be on the phone with you, Kiki, and be like, "Girl, it's me. We got some tray here, bitch. My fish girlfriend is here, and and it's a couple of butch queens here, and we get into some things." For me, that's a positive term. I've never said, "Oh, it's me and some faggots here, and we can." No, you don't ever say that. Like a girl could never say, "Oh, hey, I'm just kicking it with my faggot friend." What? You get what I'm saying? It don't even. What?
Oh, God.
But even then, if she did that, I'd be like, "What you saying, girl? Don't say no FHIT like that." And then I would correct her. I was like, "Don't call me that like that." I wouldn't be out here